Hey everybody, Sean here, coming at you with a deck profile for the January 2014 new format. One of my New Year's resolutions was to actually do better at this whole YouTube thing on our channel. So this is how I'm going to start off with a deck profile. It's going to be my deck profile for my Evilswarm deck. I've been doing very well with it over the past format, and I'm hoping to do very well with it this format. So let's get on to it. It's basically very generic, but the one Rescue Rabbit, 3 Heliotropes, 3 Caster, 3 Managora. I really like 3 Managora because with a lot of decks that swarm stuff, you can probably get 2 special summons off plus a normal summon. So I really like 3 Managora, and 3 Caster really helps with that. Only 2 Thunderbirds. 2 Thunderbirds because it's not that I don't like Thunderbird, it's, first off, I only could get 2, and I just liked playing it this way. 3 Kyrkons. Kyrkion is vital to the deck. I don't think I've ever done deck profile on my Evilswarms before, mainly because I didn't have Kyrkion or Thunderbird in it. Kyrkion's very essential because he can exceed with himself, essentially. You can top deck him and get an exceed off, as long as you don't get it like too early in the game. I've gone it to where I've drawn him and didn't have enough in the grave to exceed with. Not a good idea, but I did manage to make it work somehow. Dark Arm because everything's dark, and for the most part you can manage to keep your darks at around 3. If you get 5, it's not that bad as long as you get Kyrkion, because then Kyrkion takes up 2 of them, which puts you at 3. My favorite opening hand is drawing like say Heliotrope, Caster, and Dark Arm, because Caster into Heliotrope into Ophion. I'm drawing blanks on the names for a second there. And that's your 3 darks right there. And that's assuming they get over Ophion. And my one tech of the deck is actually Blackwing Gale. Anyone who knows me from my old channel, Whack-A-Mole 15, which I might link down in the description. Not completely sure if I'll remember. But I played Blackwings for a very long time. Still love the deck, but I'm not really playing it that much anymore. But I love Gale because he's a shrink in and of himself. So that's always a very good thing. And he allows me access to my favorite synchro, which you'll see later. Oh yeah, one other thing about Dark Arm is even if I draw him like really late and there's no way I can ever have 3, he just becomes a Allure Darkness target for Allure. Gives me plus 2 and plus 1. Okay, actually I think it breaks even because I'm banishing 1. And okay, if I'm doing correct, I break even, but I'm banishing a card that's useless. Whatever. 3 Pandemic. I know a lot of people only like 2 Pandemics, and it's because they don't want to draw it that often. I don't mind drawing it because it's a little bit of a surprise factor when you draw one in your opening hand, and then you search for one off of Ophion, because then they think you only have the 1. Come to their surprise, I actually had 2. Triple Misty. Misty's very essential for the deck because it helps eliminate back row threats that they can have. Ophion protects them from spawn trap cards. Like Pandemic protects all the Evilswarms from spawn traps. But it's not. Whoops. That's. Wait. Oh, there's no pandemic. There's no pandemic. It disappeared. But Misty helps with getting rid of the threats before they become threats. 3 upstarts. The reason I run upstart in here is, okay, mainly the whole, I think it's Patrick Coben, 3 on a 37 card deck, but also I don't run Pawn Duality in here because you want to supposed to summon Ophion as much as possible in this deck. And if you play Pod Duality into your second Evilswarm that you need to make Ophion, say like I have Caster but I don't have anyone else, you can't make Ophion that turn because your can't supposed to summon due to Pod Duality. This may give your opponent 1,000 life points, but it really doesn't become that much of a problem. One Dark Hole, standard. Reinforce army, stretch out caster. Simple. Excuse me. Going on to traps. 2 Dimensional Prison. Actually, Dimensional Prison is a new addition to the deck. I actually haven't played it in a tournament yet. My locals is actually tomorrow, so hopefully I'll play it in there. But in theory, Deep Prison has proven to be a very good card in many decks. A new addition to the deck is also 2 Dark Illusion. As you can tell, I am not running Forbidden Chalice or Dress. I forgot which one it is. I think it's Dress that you normally see in an Evilswarm deck. It's because I like Dark Illusion just as well, and I also don't have any dresses. As weird of a statement as that is. Plus, it's a counter trap card, so unless they're going to play Summon Tools of the Bandit, they can't really do much about it because Solemn Judgment is banned. Plus, why would you pay half your life points to negate this? So unless they're going to play like Summon Tools or something, my monster is safe. 2 Mirror Force, self-explanatory. 1 Torrential, 1 Boundless, 1 Warning, 1 Compulse, and the 1 Infection. Infection, actually, I don't really search for with Ophion as much as I probably should. Oops. I kind of only use it whenever I draw it. But when I draw it, it is a very good card. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm actually trying to stack the deck while I'm talking. But it becomes very good in the deck when I draw it. I actually should probably search it out a lot more than I actually do. But yeah, that was the main deck. And here's the extra. Sorry, I have both extra and side face down, and they're both 15 cards, so kind of confused for a second. 2 Ophion, self-explanatory. I only play 2 because, in my experience, the third is just a luxury. I have only come down to maybe 2 situations that I'd ever want a third one to be played, and it's really not worth it. 1 Bahamut. Bahamut is actually quickly becoming one of my favorite Evilswarms because you can just big eye their monster, essentially. 1 Ouroboros. Ouroboros I don't actually make all that often, but when I do, it's awesome. Yeah, I thought I was going to go into a joke where, like, I don't always summon Ouroboros, but when I do, it kicks ass. I don't know. 1 Degastramral. Pretty good because he can also bring back Heliotropes if I really needed to. Or he's a mini Pot of Avarice to bring back. Say like I get 2 Heliotropes from my grave already, like I had the misfortune of drawing 2 of them. And I have Rabbit somewhere still in my deck. I can return the 2 plus 1 other thing and bring back Rabbit and draw. Then hopefully get Rabbit before 2 more Heliotropes. 1 Photon Papillopolive. Photon is actually very good. I've actually OTK'd a Exodia deck because of this card. Long story short, I papied their Marshmallow, switched into attack mode, and because I'm not attacking them directly, they can't Battle Fader or Scarecrow, so I just leaned in all my monsters into that 1 Marshmallow. Now it's 0 attack. Black Shape of Corn. Very good for getting rid of those stats like Maestroke and Zenmaines. I'm not playing Zenmaines, so I'm forgetting his name. Speaking of Maestroke, 1 Maestroke. Maestroke's very good because if I just need to get in a attack and it doesn't matter, like if it's less than 1800 like points left, I'll go for Maestroke because he can protect himself. And if they're at less than 1800, they're not warning me, so not that bad. Excalibur, I play that for the off chance I actually get 2 casters, because then this is 4,000 points of damage for a direct attack, and massive damage if I'm attacking a monster. One cowboy for quick finishes. And now we're getting into the synchros, which I can play because of Gale. My favorite one, Blackwing Armor Master, can't be destroyed by battle. And I take no battle damage from battles involving him. And in the off chance this actually happens, I can put a wedge counter on a monster that he battles, next turn take it off, and that monster's attack drops to 0. One Black Rose, basically my reset button. One Lightning Warrior. People will mock Lightning Warrior, but I actually won against my dual chase because of this thing. I go for Lightning Warrior, attack, destroy their monster, because I believe you have to destroy a monster for his effect to work. Yes, you have to destroy one of their monsters. And then they take 300 times the number of cards in their hand. I think he had 4, so he took 1,200 points of damage. In like the final turn of the game, he had nothing in the field, nothing in hand. We're done top decking basically. I had nothing on the field. I think I had 1 back row, and I think it was a pandemic. I draw into Thunderbird, and he had 1,500 life points left. So because of the burn the Lightning Warrior gave on him, I managed to win. So Lightning Warrior is not that bad. Plus, I don't always want to have to go into Black Rose. And because Armor Master is my favorite, doesn't mean I always want to go into him. This is just good for a quick little burn, kind of like Cowboy. Scrap Dragon, I actually don't know why it's in here. I can't make it. I don't know why that's in there, actually. I need to find a place to take him out. But, a card to put in to take him out, so don't quite know. Okay, and also 1 command to Fortress Dragon because I side 2 Cyber Dragons. And against those Machinas or Karakuris or Geargias, which is really good. Now I'll quickly go over my side deck. The 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Skill Drain. I actually don't know if this works against Blackwings. I should probably know this, since I'm not an expert on Blackwings, but fairly skilled in Blackwings. I'd assume not. No, wait, actually, why wouldn't it? Because I know it stops dragons. And technically, dragons affects working grave too. I don't know, I need to look up the ruling on that. But that's in the off chance my opponent actually has something. This side deck's actually not for this deck. It's currently the side deck I had for my Archfiends. So there's actually 1 card in here that I need to swap out no matter what. I'm still working on the side deck. 2 False Dino. This card's really good for grind gains because neither one of us can supposed to summon. And all my monsters are at least 1,600 or higher. No, except Managora and Gale. But Gale can make a 2,500 attack monster down at 1,250, so he essentially could be a 2,600 attack monster. Managora is 1,550, so that's not too bad. 2 Black on Heaven if my opponent intends to special summon. Nope. 2 Lightning Prisoner Mirror, so I can stop Bujins or Constellars, stuff like that. Pure Iron Wall. Pure Iron Wall is a very good card for decks that require to banish. So any macro decks that people may try are getting stopped right here. 2 No Mana Crossout. No Mana Crossout is essentially just in here for in case if I go against any decks that require setting, like Lights Warns, if they set the Raikou, boom, all the Raikous are gone. But I mainly put it in here for Ghost Tricks because I found that to be funny. And that's about it for No Mana Crossout. Also, 1 Skill Drain. Skill Drain is the card that needs to come out because that was for my Archfiends. So yeah, Skill Drain needs to be taken out of the deck. And So that was the deck, and I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe if you feel the need to. And until next time, Team Bright Shadows, shining out. There we go. I'm just gonna say that, shining the hell out.